We have Lake House Brian tonight. When did you move in?
A couple weeks ago.
Nice. How did because you were in, do you still have a place in the city that you're renting?
Yeah.
Okay. And but you're gonna spend the summer out there, you think?
Just whenever. It's not that far away.
I was gonna just say how far of a drive is it from
the An city? Hour.
Very nice. Look at you. Look at you. What do you got are you right on the lake, I take it? You got a dock and all that?
Yeah.
Nice. Are we gonna get what are we looking at? Jet skis, mini yacht? What are we thinking?
Ski boat.
Ski boat?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And what are you drinking right now?
A Truly.
All right, you've gone full lake bro on me, I can tell.
Yeah, it changes you.
There you go. Well, that's exciting. When did you close on the lake house?
Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like
that. Davis is on Twitter saying that you're too rich to play best ball. No way, man. This is you now. You were trying to blast off right before the show. We were going to try to hop in the 555 DraftKings best ball, but I think it's going to take way too long for that to fill.
Yeah, it was like 5 of 12.
Yeah, we're going to do the $250 one tonight collectively on ship chasing, and we're going to try to do a marketing push for that leading up to it just to try to get people in. I think it's crazy. The $5 ones on Underdog fill within seconds. And then, the anything above that, even the 25s are slow to fill, much less a 250 or 555. It's a special group of people who have the bankroll for that and are also willing to tie up their money for that long.
I was just thinking that, right before we hopped on. It's like, how long is the season? 4 months?
Yeah.
That's kind of a long time.
It is.
What do you think a good, ROI is? I don't know why I hear everyone talk about hourly. It seems like they always talk about, they make I'm making about $5 an hour playing basketball. What do you think legitimately is a good ROI?
Jeez. I mean, I honestly, I don't know, because in the specific tournaments like the Millie and the top heavy, it's so hard to, I don't know how to calculate that, because some of the people are playing, I know, Justin Hertzik he's on a mission to just advance as many teams. So that's going to raise your ROI if you're trying to advance versus, building teams that you think have a ton of equity to win in the playoffs. I don't know. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. What would you say would be a baseline ROI for a professional?
I don't know. It's kind of tough because you're tying it up for 4 months. How much can you get down?
You can get down a lot because they're now, the $25 on DraftKings or on Underdog. You can max that. That's $37.50. I think the DraftKings has a couple or has one of those too. That's another $37.50. There's the 555, which is a $60 or 60 max. Then the Underdog has the 250, which I think is a 50 or 60 max. I feel like you could probably get $100,000 down if you maxed everything.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you can live off that.
No.
Even if you're making 25% profit, kind of tough to live off that cheddar every 4. You got to hold it up for 4 months.
Just don't try to poke holes in our hobby, okay, Brian? This is it's like when people buy NFTs and they say that they're in it for the art and they appreciate the community. We're just here to have fun, draft some teams this summer, and drink a few beers, Brian.
You could though maybe with the the smaller leagues, just 12-man, winner take all or whatever the payout structure is, but you're not playing a gigantic tournament.
Yeah.
If you can enter a ton of those, on Yahoo, those seem super soft.
Yeah. What I would love is, in season, Underdog will offer the smaller best ball tournaments for just that weekend's games, but it's normally only a handful of people, and I think they're 5 or 6 rounds. I would love if you could just have each week from Wednesday leading up to Sunday, if you could do an 18-round best ball draft for that slate. I think that would be super fun, and just to be able to have more rolling best ball action.
They have those, right?
But not the not the full, 18 round stuff. Like it's much more abbreviated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Matt's upset. He said you're being a buzzkill here. Are you gonna play Hall of Fame showdown NFL preseason action on Thursday tomorrow?
No, most likely not. But
No.
plus, I haven't done anything for my NFL stuff. Not that I would use it for preseason. So crazy. You have to like really pay attention at like, and you're really guessing like who's gonna play and stuff like that. It's not my thing.
So what do you want to, I mean, Brian, it's been a while since we've done a show, just us two. We had Big T on last week. The week before that, I was gone. I believe the week before that was Ricky D. So it's been a little while. Do you want to hop in a best ball draft? You want to talk shop? We can do whatever you're feeling.
I'll do it. I have no preference. If people want to watch a best ball, we can do it. You're gonna have to hold my hand. I haven't been paying attention at all.
So I was thinking through this a little bit. I was thinking if we did, I don't know if you've seen like when I've done a couple of those chess streams, there's the hand in brain. And I was thinking like one of us could pick the player while the other one says the position. And I was like, you could pick whether you want to be the hand or the brain in the draft. That might be a fun way to do it.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to hop in a puppy here on Underdog. What would you rather be? The hand who says the position, or the brain that says the position, or the hand that picks the specific player?
The position.
Okay. So you will be the brain, which is very fitting for our partnership here. And I'll be the hand. Wow, we filled this quickly here. So we're picking from 1.9. Brian, I'm very excited because today I just cleared the threshold where I got my experience badge on Underdog.
Wow.
Yeah.
That means you're sharp, right?
What's that?
That means you're sharp.
Or it just means that I don't know, because you just said what's your ROI for a professional, and I couldn't even tell you. So I don't know if that means I'm sharp. Does
RotoTracker track any of this? Does anyone know? Do they have a best ball? I'd like to see you guys pump that in there, see what it looks like.
Yeah, it would. I think now I think we should be able to, maybe after 2 years here with Underdog data, we'll be able to kind of upload this somewhere, and we'll get some good best ball tracker stuff. Maybe my pals over at Run the Sims, they have their bankroll tracker. Maybe that's what I'll twist their arm to get us a best ball bankroll tracker.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to be at pick 19, Brian. So, you got a little while to decide here, but what is your gut from the back here? Position
running back.
Running back.
No, I'm kidding. I have no idea. I mean, I'm assuming wide receiver. Usually in like back in the day, when we were late in the draft, I loved getting back-to-back wide receivers to start off the draft.
Yeah, that was it's funny too, because I talk about that a lot with people where people get so riled up with the extremist strategies, the zero RB, the robust RB, all that stuff. And someone was asking me like, where do you think it comes from? And I did really think it's just people's nostalgia of when they first started playing fantasy football. And it was the great running backs, the LaDainian Tomlinsons and even
Priest
Adrian
Holmes.
Peterson. Yeah, Priest Holmes. And now people that's the way they want their fantasy football to be played, even if the scoring system says that the wide receivers are much better bets at a lot of these points in the draft.
I mean, it does look like some running backs are going here early.
Yep. I can normally tell by the draft, like the first couple rounds, when you see the Steph Diggs pick at 4, they're going to be a pretty aggressive zero RB drafter. We have Derrick Henry goes, and let's see what options we're going to have here. But all you're going to do is tell me a position. You have 4 to choose from, and I will make the best possible selection from that position.
Okay.
So
I'm going to pick the position based off the player I want you to take.
I know, and now we're going to see if we're on the same wavelength. Let's see what position are you leaning right now?
Wide receiver.
Okay. Okay. Adams goes, you say wide receiver. For me, there's a clear tier break after Diggs, Adams, and Tyreek Hill. So I think Hill's the end of that break. I'm going to grab Tyreek Hill for us.
Oh, that was a horrible pick. Just
know.
cancel it.
You're a big Ridley guy. I could tell the way you were winking at me that you really wanted Ridley there.
Yeah. That's the edge. The edge is gone.
Yeah. First time getting that streamer EV from the 104. Look at that. I knew there was a 0 RB guy in here at 104. You are getting the EV because I'm just waiting for Brian to want to make the world burn and suggest quarterback in round 2.
How many guys are in this draft list? I see David's in there.
Yeah, Dave, he didn't even know. It sounds like that was a coincidence. Raise your hand if you're in this draft with us. We know of at least 2. At least
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yes. Jonathan Taylor, who everyone's very worried because his quarterback and his guard are now out with the exact same injury for 5 to 12 weeks, which, I mean, that seems like a coincidence.
Remember the first few weeks last year, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, just garbage. And then he just blew up.
Yeah, because he was projecting well early in the season, and then he burned us all in DFS and then crushed the last few weeks.
What's the deal with Hopkins?
Real quick, we'll talk. Give me a position.
I could go either way. I like Eckler and Hopkins.
No, you got it. Do you want me to be the brain?
No. Do running back then.
Running back.
What is the points per reception?
Half point.
Half point?
Yeah. So
that changes everything.
It changes. I mean, we got to start over. We have 18 rounds. We have 8 starters and 10 bench. We have 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, a flex, and a tight end.
Is Hopkins hurt or something? Somebody just said in my Discord that Bovada has a line on him whether he'll play a game or not.
DeAndre Hopkins?
That's what he said. I didn't look.
What? I haven't heard about that. I heard AJ Green got a little banged up in Cardinals practice, but Hopkins should be fine.
It says DeAndre Hopkins to play in an NFL game this year minus 1,000 on Bovada.
What?
What's there some concern he's not going to play?
-1. I legit. Oh, this might have been stemming from like the COVID stuff a while ago. He had made a comment about it. Might
he doesn't want to play. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. This was this tweet.
Okay.
Racif reminding us he was reconsidering his future with the NFL. He's playing.
Gotcha.
There's been so much NFL news since then that legitimately seems so long ago that he said that.
Well, then I wouldn't mind Hopkins.
Yeah, I think Hopkins is a very nice pick. Yeah, there you guys go. Brian leaking free alpha here. If you want to head to talk about tying up your money for the whole year, get the max down on -1,000 for DeAndre.
Well, all he has to do is play one game. You get paid out.
Oh, you're right. That'll trigger it. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Max bet. Let's do it.
Max bet. I bet the limits on there are $20, even if you haven't been limited.
Yeah.
So I'm on points bet.
Yeah.
I'm on all the Illinois sites, and they limit me on sides and totals like almost every market now.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not like I don't make my own shit.
Yeah.
I'm more of an Oppo better.
Yeah. How's the Oppo betting going these days?
Really good.
Yeah. I see Drico is now he's charting it for you guys in the Discord, right?
Yeah. Hopefully that gets updated soon because it looks good.
Yeah. I need to start tailing you guys on that. I've been busy and I want to get in the mix and be on team.
It's fun.
It looks fun. It honestly does. Okay. We are up here at 3-9 in a second. Give me a position.
Running back. No, I'm kidding. Wide receiver.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, let's do Cooper Kupp.
Who are the tight ends?
So the tight ends this year, Kelsey goes in the first round. Kittle and Waller go late second, early third. And then Kyle Pitts is kind of an interesting one because he's a rookie. Tight ends are slow to produce normally, but everyone seems all over the place on him. A lot of people like his upside. They'll take him in the late fourth. and he'll sometimes slide to the late 5th. But man, a rookie tight end, but he's supposed to be a unicorn is what they call him, Brian.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Kyle Pitts just from Twitter. Just from the touts on Twitter. Yeah.
What's it like observing best ball Twitter from outside of best ball Twitter? Are we insufferable?
No, it's not that bad. I could see why somebody would get upset, but I don't think it's that crazy.
DFS Twitter's time is coming. It's coming very soon.
Yeah.
I think I'm so out of the loop of DFS Twitter for other sports. I mean, I know there's lots of tilt for basketball, but what's hot in DFS Twitter these days?
Nothing. Baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, the NBA draft and free agency and stuff like that's more popular than DFS.
All right, we're going to be up here at 4-4. We got 1 running back, 2 wide receivers. What's the position?
Oh, we're up.
We are up.
What round are we in?
We are in round 4, early round 4.
I don't know. Tight end, quarterback.
No, you have to pick one, and then I make it work.
Tight end.
Okay, we're going to do Kyle Pitts.
I kind of wanted him.
We took him a little bit ahead of ADP. That's okay. He can. He works with this build.
Look at those bye weeks.
That's okay. That's
wow.
Where you're part of bye week Twitter. You're one of those guys that loves the clean bye weeks.
I see guys. You guys draft the same bye weeks for your quarterback and wide receivers all the time. I don't get
it. Oh man, that is the one thing that just absolutely triggers people. There's lots of things that trigger people. Not drafting enough running backs and drafting 2 players that have the same bye week at a onesie position. People lose their mind when you do that. Aren't you worried? It is a legitimately, I think, interesting discussion. I mean, quarterback, you're giving up, potentially 25 to 30 points. That's significant. At tight end, I mean, if you're punting tight end anyways, and you're not grabbing a couple till late, I mean, you could realistically only be punting like 6 or 7 points.
Yeah. Yeah. Punting a whole week though, I don't know if that's doable. Like if you just, I don't know, let's say you got like 4 of your studs on the same week.
Yeah, it is. There are a ton of wide receiver studs on week 7. I think Eric Beimford just posted a photo where he had his first 5 wide receiver picks were all week 7. But if you're drafting a bunch of wide receivers, maybe flex a running back that week, you can probably get away, skirt by. Yeah, this lineup, honestly, this is a kind of a similar structure that I would normally have. I probably don't take Kyle Pitts that early, but structure wise, I don't.
Well, you don't know Kyle Pitts then.
He's probably gonna put me in a coffin. I probably see that happening. And now that Underdog can allows us to name our teams when this finishes, I'll be able to do, hand and brain, Brian, Kyle Pitts team, and then I'll know.
Then I think we got to lock in our quarterback.
Okay.
No.
Well, I was wondering if you were going to suggest quarterback that time around, because I would have grabbed Mahomes to stack him up with Tyreek Hill, but then at the last minute you switched back to tight end.
Yeah, you gotta go with Pitts there in the 4th. That's definitely.
All right, so we do have a couple other quarterbacks come off the board here. The 2 team high testosterone team here, no wide receivers through 5 rounds. And let's see how our friend I play for keepers from the 4, Diggs, Jefferson, CH and at 3-4 is a nice pick. Chase Judy. Wow, that's early for Judy.
What are we looking at here?
Let's go back to the board.
Go to the individual positions really quick. QB.
Yep. QB. Kyler goes. So it's Dak and Russell Wilson. At running back, Mike Davis, Kareem Hunt, Gaskin. Wide receiver, we got Robbie Anderson, Galladay, Chark, Boyd. Tight end, we have Mark Andrews, TJ Hawkinson.
We should double up tight ends. No. Wide receiver or what?
I need a position.
Do wide receiver.
Okay, quick.
Oh, we lost it.
No, I got it at the last second. Oh man, my toggling game was a little slow there, but don't worry, we add Robbie Anderson to the squad. Whew, cutting it a little close there, Brian. A little close.
This best ball stuff is hard.
It's not. I mean, yeah, people think it's all just, peaches and rainbows, but we're really out here doing a lot of mental heavy lifting, Brian.
So does anyone in the best ball bro world know what their ROI is?
We won't know until the end of this year, Brian.
But I mean, it's not the first year ever. You could look up what you did the years before.
I had a positive ROI last year, but it was definitely buoyed by getting 5th in the one tournament. If I didn't have a top 20 finish in that, I probably wouldn't have made money last year. But I didn't play like any self-contained leagues or any kind of cash game versions of best ball. I'm just shooting for the tournaments. Thank you guys for acknowledging my fast little fingers. All right, we are going to be up again. We have 1 running back, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. I need my brain to give me a beautiful position here.
Let me see the QB,
Yep.
running back.
Dak, Russell, Justin Herbert, running back, Davis, Kareem Hunt, Myles Gaskin, wide receiver, Galladay, Chark, Gallup.
Take a wide receiver.
Yeah, let's do wide receiver. People a little spooked about Kenny Galladay. This is pretty late for him. 9 picks after ADP. We have now made up for reaching for Kyle Pitts with some Skolansky bucks on Kenny Galladay there.
I think the market is off on Kyle Pitts. The guy's a fucking unicorn.
That's what I need to see, like your video impersonating Best Ball Bros, the things Best Ball Bros say. He's a unicorn, man. He's a unicorn. So this construction looks very similar to stuff I do regularly.
All right. So who are our QBs here? We can't get Mahomes, Stafford. Who's QB in Carolina this year?
The QB in Carolina this year is Sam Darnold now. So looking at our our potential stacks, Hill, Mahomes is obviously gone, but we have Matt Stafford. He's normally available in the 10th and 11th. Sam Darnold is really cheap. You can get him 15th, 16th round. And then Danny Dimes is very cheap as well. 15th, 16th, 17th round.
Okay. Yeah. So is Mahomes or bust basically?
Yeah. If you wanted to go for the elite one, although with Eckler, because he catches a decent amount of passes, we could justify Herbert.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, he might be there on the way back.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm getting messages, yes, from multiple people wanting to take credit for the hand and brain idea. I did see you guys discussing it in the Discord a long time ago. I will send you royalty checks for this idea. So how do you feel alive, Brian, drafting a best ball team right now?
I don't feel like I'm ready to fly on my own.
That's why we're a good team.
I want to do a couple of those 555s. I got 120 bucks burning a hole in my pocket at Underdog after my promo code Pete.
Wow, you used my promo code?
Mm-hmm.
That makes me feel good, Brian. Thank you for that. Yeah, you gotta hop in there. What was I gonna say? Oh, you might find this interesting. So Herzig in this contest, the second puppy, he's maxing it, but all on autopilot. So he's updating his ranks and then setting his positional limits. But based on some of the screenshots I've seen of teams, it's going a little wonky. I think we're still a little ways away from being able to kind of set up more rules. But man, like if you could set up more rules, it would be so fun to just let those rip.
Yes, I would definitely do it if they could add that in somehow, some sort of like stack booster or something.
Yep, that would be great. Even just like similar to optimizer rules where you could have like, one, min 2 pass catchers kind of thing from the same team, stuff like that. Okay. We're on the clock in the 7th round.
Is A-Bear there?
E-Bear?
A-Bear?
He's gone, but you're not doing this exercise right, Ryan. You got to say the position.
Okay, I don't know. Running back. I don't care.
All right, let's do running back. We're gonna do
Gaskin.
I don't have a lot of shares of Gaskin, but we got him 14 picks after ADP. We're scooping value, Brian.
Ugh, Gaskin.
Gaskin he's an inch. There's like no reason really not to like him other than he came out of nowhere. Running backs drafted in this range are typically not great bets, but they didn't draft any rookies. There's no like really talented guys behind him that are going to charge on him. So I don't know. I still like Gaskin. I think he's a good pick when you get him out of deal.
All right, fine. I thought they didn't pick anyone up, huh? They're rolling with him.
Yeah, they brought in Malcolm Brown from free agency. They had this other guy on their roster, Savon Ahmed. They got my guy Patrick Laird.
Last year.
The Dolphins, they're smart. They don't invest a lot of money at the running back position, and it seems to work out. Okay, we're about to be on the clock again here at 8-4. 2 running backs, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. I like this team so far. Don't fuck it up, Brian.
Wide receiver or quarterback? Wait, I know how to decide this.
Yeah, is Brian headed to random generator right now?
Random generator. How much time? What do you got? All right, best 2 out of 3. 1 is quarterback. Quarterback.
Okay, quarterback. Because I can't get a clean stack here that I want, I'm going to go for a guy with some rushing upside here who doesn't need to be stacked. I'm taking Jalen Hurts.
I would take Burrows.
You haven't heard?
Baby.
Burrow's done now. There was one report in The Athletic that he hasn't looked good in training camp, and so now no one's drafting him.
Really?
Yeah. So with Hurts, I don't mind it because we have lots of options for backdoor stacks there. Only Devonta Smith has gone, and I never draft him because he's so pricey. But we still got Dallas Goedert. We got Jalen Reagor. We got my guy late, Travis Fulgham. So I thought Hurts, big rushing guy, and gave me backdoor stack options there that I liked.
That's too complicated.
Too complicated?
Yeah. Too much strategy.
Let's see here. I don't know. I like that. I'm probably enjoying this more than you are just because I love drafting best ball drafts. And I kind of like having to make a team work, even if it isn't exactly how I'd select it.
What's first place in this one?
First place in this one is 100,000, which pretty nice price pool.
It's a lot more popular this year, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they've, partnered with some really distinguished influencers who are really helping them flood the draft rooms.
Do they do half season?
Last year they did do one at the midway point, and then they did their playoff one, which was super fun from a game theory standpoint, because you had to fill a starting lineup in the Super Bowl, but then you also had to advance each week, so you're trying to figure out how much can you skirt by while also getting players in the Super Bowl. But yeah, I hope that this year that they add some more like quarter or mid-season contests.
Josh Van Meter scratched. Gotta check it out.
All right. The beauty of this is you can update your baseball lineups. I just will need a position from you in a few seconds and
wide receiver.
Magic. Ooh, that's man after my own heart. Doesn't even think about it and just says wide receiver. That's right, Peter. Brian and I are a great team. I vamp and draft best ball teams while he fixes his DFS lineups.
Josh Van Meter, you wouldn't think you would put him in your laps, but I did.
What team does he play for?
Arizona.
Did not play any MLB DFS this year.
Not one slate, huh?
Not one slate. I think I played Played one Korean baseball slate back in the olden days.
Oh, God, yeah. Doesn't that feel like a century ago?
That really does. What were you even doing last year at this time on LOLz? More MMA stuff?
Probably League of Legends still.
Let me go. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go scroll back through my YouTube, and I'm going to see what we were doing a year
We
ago.
haven't even been on your YouTube.
Was it not yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm going to go to your YouTube and see what would we have been doing 1 year ago. Let's see here. LOLz episode 117, July 22nd. Okay, I'm getting close. So I want like Brian, your titling and lack of thumbnails is really making this hard. This is how am I supposed to figure out what we did with this kind of formatting? All right, we're on the clock. Did you already say your position?
Yeah.
You said wide receiver?
Except I kind of want AJ Dillon now. Yeah, wide receiver.
Brian.
I'm kidding.
That's another one you hear on Twitter, right?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna draft.
He's got thick legs, right?
Very nice thighs. Okay, I'm about to triangulate. August 12th. All right, I found an August 12th, so I need to go back one more. So LOLz episode 119. Oh, we had Jake on.
Oh, Jake Curry.
Yeah, that was the Jake episode, and we're talking about hockey DFS, I assume.
Did we? Or is he just coming on?
This is, if I know Jake, he like lurks, but if you say his name, he manifests in the chat. So Jake, I'm going to try to do this trick right now. Jake Hari appears in the chat right now.
He's not a fan anymore.
Okay. I need a position.
Let's see. Yeah, do wide receiver.
All right, look at this. Just pissing yellow here with these guys. I'm going to go ahead and not risk losing out on our Rager stack. There's not a ton else here that is super attractive. Sorry, Marvin Jones. We are going to stack Hurts with Rager.
Wow. I like this team now.
I mean, you didn't realize it when you said quarterback way back at pick 88, but the long game was always setting up the Rager stack.
How come there's no kickers?
Because they have a giant prejudice against kickers. Yeah, there's no, like the FFPC, the season-long high stakes, they still have the kicker format,
really?
But Underdog, DraftKings, no kickers.
That's lame.
Lou says that because the NHL is in off-season, Jake is on vacation. I could see Jake just, heading down to Costa Rica for 3 months, just living off of all of his NHL profits. What do you NFL week 1 rolls around? You max in the Millie Maker?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I think at this point, if I win a Millie Maker, I'll break even on Millie Makers.
To where you won't even feel joy, you'll just feel relief.
Yeah, like finally, even. What do we got here? 11th round?
Coming up on the 11th round here.
This is where the drafts get boring and start getting boring here.
I mean,
actually, 11's not bad.
I mean, for you, Brian, you've done so many of these. You could just do these in your sleep. It does feel monotonous for you. I'm sure this is like draft 400 for you.
Do you like ever auto draft the end? Or no, you're like every pick matters.
No, like the last pick. I mean, I'll put it in my queue and just know that no one's going to take my random 18th round flyer.
Yeah, but you will queue it up.
Eric makes a good point, Brian. If you win the Millie, that does mean you get invited on LOLz per the rules.
Interview myself?
Yeah. It is pretty funny that like the guests we have on here, that it is just because Big T and Ricky D, we weren't even going out of our way to make sure they fit into that rule, but they just happened to. So I think RBX has really set a good precedent here for our guests.
Yep.
Okay.
Limits your amount of guests. Are we coming up?
Yeah, we're coming up. We got a 1-2-6-1 build here. Lots of flexibility. Can go in basically any direction here is justifiable. So I just need a position.
All right. Well, then you know what that means.
I don't.
Random number generator.
Here we go. 1 through 4. 1 is quarterback. 2 is running back. 3 is
quarterback. Random number generator is spoken.
Okay. Now I wish I would have taken Marvin Lawrence because I would have gotten the backdoor stack with or Marvin Jones with Trevor Lawrence. This is what we're going to do. We're making a big bet, Brian, on Kyle Pitts. We need Kyle Pitts to be a unicorn. If Kyle Pitts goes nuts, Matt Ryan's going to help him do it.
I think I might retire before the season's over.
I can't wait to name this team after the draft. It is a shame. We haven't had Osimo on the show in a while. It's been too long. He needs to win a Millionaire Maker quickly.
I think he's won enough to cumulatively to get on.
Racif says the guy who doesn't care about position is picking positions, and the guy who doesn't care about players is picking players. It was a great show premise on its face.
Yeah. You might want to go the other way because then I'd be under pressure picking guys like Burrows who aren't even possibly not even going to play.
Yeah, if you want to become a true best ball bro, Brian, you need to be ready to read every training camp blurb and wildly overreact to each one of them.
How much of this? I want to know how much like edge each little thing gives you. Like what ADP, like 10 spots, how much does that give you?
Yeah. And then also the different types of structures.
There's different structures and the stacking.
Okay. We're on the clock. I need a position, preferably.
Okay. Well, we definitely don't need QB. I know that. So let's go to the random number generator.
2 for running back, 3 for wide receiver, 1 for tight end. Running back. We are going to draft. Do I want Gus or Latavius?
Oh, gross.
We're going to go Gus Edwards. You did this, Brian. You and your random number generator.
See, this is why you take running backs early and often. This right here.
We did get a nice deal on Gus there. Brian, you just think that the random number generator is your way to solve all of life's problems.
It is.
You get a flat tire and you're sitting there on the side of the road. Should I fix it myself or should I call AAA and let me get out the random number generator and we'll just do what it says?
If there's 2 tire guys to call, you could hit the random number generator and decide that way.
I should make a spoof commercial. Are you an analytical, robotic mind that can't make decisions as you move about the world? Let me introduce you to our random number generator.
That random number generator's made me a lot of money.
Willis says, I didn't think BRIC would be a draft RBs early and often guy. I think BRIC is just parroting back random things he hears on Twitter guy right now.
Mm-hmm. That's been most of my tweets this week.
Yeah, what were some of your tweets? I need to.
Tom Brady's got a purple finger. You should drop his ADP. Just joking about how I thought about best ball for 30 seconds and solved it.
I mean, you kind of did for me last year. I didn't hear any best ball bros talk about the importance of prayer and sacrifices to the best ball gods. Could be a market inefficiency. Should we talk or should we pray right now about this team? I mean, it sounds like you think that's an inefficiency. Yeah,
if you don't sacrifice anything to the best ball gods, you're not going to win the Millie.
Are you willing to pour out some of your Truly so we can win $100,000?
I'm not.
Let's see here. Just wrote a 3,000 word article on week 1 salaries. Can you give us a little preview from that article?
It's too good to release, I said when people were asking for it.
I thought for some reason, I thought you did have more best ball tweets, but you've been pretty reserved.
Yeah.
Okay. We got our construction 2-3-6-1. I don't hate this team, Brian. I don't hate it yet.
What do we need next? Another wide receiver?
Brian, this is
Tight
your
end?
job. This is your job.
I think it's wide receiver or tight end. I think. Although our running backs kind of suck.
Brian, they're fine. They're fine.
All right. Wait. You know what? I got it. Let the random number generator decide whether I put running back into the random number generator. 1 is yes, 2 is no.
This is a Russian nesting doll of random number generators.
No running back this time.
Can we do a random number generator of whether you should use the random number generator for this process?
It is tight end.
Tight end. Okay. I don't love this, to be honest. But we're going to take Gerald Everett of the Seattle Seahawks. Don't worry, guys. He doesn't have the same bye as Kyle Pitts.
Hunter Henry's on New England?
Him and Jonnu Smith.
That's a
they
great
spent
fit.
a bunch. Oh, I'm sorry, David. You just got sniped by my anecdotal random number generator in my head. Let's
Did
see.
he really want?
He has Russell Wilson and Lockett, and he was setting up his double stack. You can get a Eskridge, Dave. He's all yours.
Well, there was less than a 25% chance of that happening, David. So got pretty unlucky there.
See, you were just another casualty in Brian's caustic way of life. Are there other examples though, honestly, from your day-to-day life where you've used the random generator?
Day-to-day? Yeah, there are. Well, the other day I won the 555 or whatever in baseball because I made a late swap. And I'm like, should I do it or not? Oh, random. Okay, I did it.
Just a two option random number?
No, just leave my pitcher or go with a chalkier pitcher because I was in first.
Look at that. I love to hear it. Okay.
All right. I don't know if I should have running back in, so I'm going to do the same process. We need running back this time. Well, but let's see if running back.
Okay, good. You can take oh man, this is getting gross here. All right. If you're going to that's too early, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back around. Whatever. I'm taking Kenny Gainwell.
What?
They're saying he's the Nyheim Hines in Philadelphia. We continue to stack up Jalen Hurts there. I was worried about my other options too.
All right.
Honestly, this tier of running backs it's all the same.
Taking a third QB, that is a no-no, right?
That's a no-no. It wouldn't be the end of the world with this one, but I probably wouldn't. So we have 4 more picks.
What if you can get a Joe Burrows type of quarterback?
I mean, if you can get a Joe Burrows in the 15th round, you got to do it.
Wow.
You got to do it. I would say we kind of have a luxury pick with this build. In a perfect world, you probably do 1 more running back and 3 more wide receivers, but
yeah, I'm thinking wide receiver. I'm not even going to use a random number generator. I made a decision.
Wow.
No.
Joe Burrows is one of the greatest quarterbacks we have these days, guys. Are you having the time of your life drafting this team right now, Brian?
Great.
Have you gone swimming in the lake yet?
Yes.
Nice. How's the water temperature?
Nice and warm.
Yeah. Have you met your neighbors? Anyone bring you by any welcoming goodies?
Yeah, they're like, in their 60s or something.
Yeah.
So I kind of just go like this whenever they go outside.
You just pull up the random number generator. Should I wave today or not? Nope.
Did you ever see that Onion where it's like man waits at door before opening it because he heard neighbor's footsteps?
That is very real.
That's me.
That's very relatable. I've done versions of that for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's the
That's
condo
here
life.
for 28 years. Yeah, that's great.
What do you don't strike me? Do you sit out on your porch and kind of just enjoy the view, or
Yeah, it's got a nice big double deck and hot tub out there
you got
too.
the hot tub? Okay.
Yeah.
Did that come with the place, or did you buy that?
No, it came with the place.
There you go.
The pool table downstairs.
Okay. Hey, what's is maintenance for a hot tub? Is that a pain in the ass?
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
From what little I know about it.
There you go. I think a pool is way more of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Okay, we're coming up on our 15th round pick here.
We already said wide receiver, right?
Yeah. We're gonna do wide receiver.
Hamler, isn't that your guy last year?
He's kind of my guy this year too. I've been drafting him too much. This is gross. It's real gross. You know what? We're gonna keep stacking. We're gonna get the double stack for Matt Ryan.
Wow.
A little early, but I never know what the random bot is gonna make me do in later rounds.
It's not like there's a ton left, huh? Deshaun Watson. What's the jury on him?
The jury,
or the consensus on him that people think he's going to play?
It's weird. I mean, I feel like in the chats on my shows, everyone always wants, or at least for a stretch, everyone wanted to draft Deshaun Watson because they thought he was going to get traded. It seems to me like with how much of his, sexual allegation cases are still pending, that it's unlikely someone is willing to give up the price tag that they want, which is like 3 first-round picks, 5 total picks. I still think the most likely scenario is he doesn't play this year.
And he says he won't play for Houston?
I don't know what he said. I honestly don't know. Okay, Brian, what position?
Oh, shit. Wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Sounds like you didn't like that.
No. Let's grab a couple. It's not a quarterback stack, but we already have Galladay. Let's grab Slayton as well.
Oh, shit. Then we can pick up Jones. He's starting again for the Giants, right?
Yeah. Counterpoint, if people didn't think he was going to play, he wouldn't be drafted at all.
At all.
There's a percentage of people who thinks he's going to play,
right,
and another percentage who doesn't.
So, like, what would he be? What would he be if if it was all signs pointed that he was going to play? What round would he be?
Yeah, I mean, if he was just rolling in, he would have lost still Will Fuller, and the weapons there in Houston aren't as good as they are last year. I think he would be going in the Jalen Hurts range, so after Herbert, but probably right around. So that would be like around 8 or 9 pick.
Okay, so that's, a lot of people still think 15 would mean then like 50-50, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's in these kind of tournaments, I understand like the upside case, but again, it's like that team is going to be bad. You can get upside late. Like you can grab Taysom Hill, who I think has a decent amount of upside as a random quarterback that you don't really need to worry about stacking. Yeah. How do you go about stacking Watson if you don't know what team he's going to be on? I don't know.
What's
I think there's
Taysom Hill's position? QB, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That's not the worst pick in the world.
Let's see. No, I like it. When I do 3 quarterback builds, I like getting him as my 3rd quarterback.
Yeah. Because he could run for 2.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about stacking him because he's
Taysom Hill.
He's Taysom Hill.
All right. I have no idea what we need. One of anything except QB?
2-4-8-2. We can do anything. I would say the one position that doesn't make any sense to use would be tight end.
Yeah.
Followed by quarterback.
Yeah.
And then running back, wide receiver is fine.
All right. Let's do running back.
Running back, we can do that. We got a little ways to pick here.
Darrington Evans, I hear people chatting about.
Oh, no. Eric Beimfor's gotten to you, too.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard. College football.
I had been saying Chuba Hubbard all off season, and then I was scolded, and I learned that the correct pronunciation is Chuba Hubbard. So
yeah,
I mean,
I'm not going to say that though. So
Chuba sounds so much cooler and better. I don't like saying Chuba
unless you're talking to him directly.
It's like only his parents are allowed to call him Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard. Yeah. Okay. So Brian wants the brain is now becoming the hand. He's starting to meddle. He wants Darrington Evans.
Or I could do Damian Williams too with the Chicago.
Oh, there you go. Maybe I will give you you're a huge Chicago fan.
I can buy his jersey.
Oh my! If we win this, Brian is going to buy a Damian Williams Bears jersey. He's going to get hammered on Trulies and walk the streets of Chicago. There you go. Damian Williams. Come on down.
Wow.
5 picks after ADP.
I don't want to jinx it, but I'm thinking 100K lineup right here.
We're going to have to go in and name this after. And I'm going to make sure that you get a split of any of the winnings, the brain behind this beautiful lineup. One final positional pick here, Brian. 2582. What's it going to be?
We need wide receiver, I'm thinking.
I agree. Now let's see.
I don't know if you know this, but wide receivers are very important in season-long fantasy football.
They're important in life, really.
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to win football games.
So we have
there's your boy.
Who took Fulgham? Come on, Tyler.
God damn it, Tyler.
Tyler. I wanted him. Who should we take?
I see your guy about 10 down there.
Uh-oh, who's my guy? Denzel Mims? I can't get anything past you on Twitter.
Nah, Denzel Mims, we did like streams with Denzel Mims.
Oh, you're right. Denzel Mims was who showed up in your Sims week with the KC double stack and the Jets bring back.
Right. And Naheem Hines.
It's crazy the amount of things that are like seared in my memory, but I remember seeing those lines in your spreadsheet on my screen, and I can just perfectly remember that. I remember seeing Naheem Hines in the lineup. I was like, this is some funky shit, and it was the absolute nuts.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Naheem Hines, he scored 2 touchdowns or something. Yeah. That's so lucky.
It was wild. We already have Eckler. Let's do Josh Palmer, the rookie. Sounds like he could be wide receiver 3 there, edging out Tyron Johnson.
All right.
You guys need a QB. No.
We have Jalen Hurts and Matt Ryan.
Brian, you did it. The hand, the brain, Hurts, Ryan, Eckler, gas can, Edwards, Gainwell, Damian Williams, Tyreek, Cooper Kupp, Robbie Anderson, Galladay, Elijah Moore, Rager, Olamide, Darius Slayton, Josh Palmer, Kyle Pitts, Gerald Everett. Mwah! Chef's kiss.
It's at least 50K equity, I would say.
It is. And what would you now say? So if this wins, if it's 50K equity, what does that put your ROI so far this season, drafting basketball teams?
So it's infinity because I've paid no money into it.
No, you are going to Venmo me $250 after this.
Okay, well, there you go. It's whatever that is. I don't even know what that number is. Close to infinity. It's large.
There you go. So you said you banked a baseball tournament the other day?
Nah, it was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Now you've just been on just a cold streak ever since.
I've been not losing, but not. You got to take first. You gotta take first.
How's
same
UConn?
Same with this stuff too. Gotta take first.
You do. That's why I think it is a hard. And I heard and Beimfor's is more on the more extreme for kind of building teams that have really nice, tournament equity week 16, 17 versus I know Herzig is just trying to get as many teams advancing. I think it's interesting because it's just like how much of that stuff can you actually control for or plan for versus how much of your lineups are going to be dead even if they make it there.
Yeah. Did you keep that in mind while you were picking your guys there?
This
late weeks or no?
This one a little bit. I kind of have it like intuitive now. I know a lot of the teams and who they're playing in those final weeks. We didn't get any like perfectly sexy ones in this one. The Chargers and the Chiefs do play in the playoffs, so that one is nice.
Yeah, we could have got Mahomes maybe in that.
Yeah, that Mahomes would have been a decent reach if we wanted to do that. Like Atlanta, we didn't get any bringbacks for them. They're San Francisco, Detroit, Buffalo. Philly, I don't think we got any bringbacks with them because they are Washington. No, we got the Giants. They play the Giants in week 16. So that works out well. BRIC, hand, brain, 100K, ship it. There you go.
That's cool. Now you can tell which lamps you made with people.
It is fun. Yeah.
It's also perfect for your streams too, just like an hour long.
Exactly. We do love the underdogs. We were going to try to get in that DraftKings 555. It's just like, I think if you don't promote it and like round people up to get in, it's just hard to do.
Yeah. On a live stream.
Yeah.
Are you guys ship chasing going to do that? You're talking about?
We're going to do the 250 big dog on Underdog. Mm-hmm. We've been promoting it. And so hopefully we can get that. Now, if
you guys don't fill it, DM me and I'll pop in.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I mean, I feel like I'm ready now after this.
You are. What if you just draft this exact same team?
No, I forgot about the random number generator. So I'll just do that.
There you go. I would love to see Brian's random number generator team for sure.
Yeah, the equity in your guys' draft is going up if I get in there.
Well, the titular question to this episode was, is BRIC70 a best ball bro? But I feel like you saying you would hop in the 250 with us proves that you are in fact now a best ball bro.
Well, yeah, broke my cherry, got one in. Now I feel like I'm ready to go. Probably do the 555 tomorrow.
There you go.
They take too long. They take too goddamn long. If you could do those constraints and just auto draft, I would totally do it.
Honestly, like, because I feel like I love drafting these, but now like the puppy 2 showed up and I'm just firing in so many of these solo drafts because I didn't get to max the first puppy. I got to, I think, what am I at? I'm at 92 and I think I have a few more that are filling. So I almost got to 100. I'm going to try to get to, I think, close to 100 for this next puppy. But for the puppy 2, in a perfect world, I would be able to just set up those constraints with some rules and just let it rip. But man, the experiment that Justin's doing doesn't seem like there's enough constraints to make it work.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
All right. This episode sponsored by randomnumbergenerator.com. Use promo code BRIC at randomgenerator.com. You get a kickback for that, right?
It's all free. If you use promo code BRIC at random.org.
Random.org. I love it. You're even too good for wheelofnames.com, my preferred choice for randomization. You just go old school, right to a random number.
Right to random.org.
Yeah. Yes. And also shout out to our actual sponsor, Run the Sims. We still got our deal going. If you want to get the NFL season pass and the bankroll tracker, which I'm going to go tomorrow and ask Justin if I can get best ball bankroll tracking results in there. You can get $50 off with promo code Pete. The Sims are coming. The Sims will be run. The Sims will be released. We will see you guys next week. Peace.